as you come up or walk down. So you can see the sort of the power structure of the Hungarian parliament. It's overwhelming. It's an overwhelming government majority and a very divided opposition. So you can physically see how different it is.
Using the reforms of the civil society, but for not too nice and democratic purposes. That's why it is called uncivil society. And unfortunately, the good news is that in Hungary we have many volunteering. The bad news is that they are not used for the purpose of propagating democratic values. So right-wing movements are more and more present in the Hungarian public life, and they have more and more power and influence, and especially among young people.
It's a stayer. So a person who is committed to its work and thinks, well, I actually like this, and I really want a longer commitment for this work I'm doing. Finished.
Now, I know what you're all thinking, what do we do as volunteers? Well, we wanted to, we're an NGO, and what we wanted to do was have a very flexible approach to working. So we have two kind of levels.
But they do not know that they can really get involved in that and really make a difference there. Or they are even very skeptical, doubting about why should I? And then we have to motivate them that they can make a difference, that they can volunteer for something.
So you have to be very conscious to say that our organization has a mission, has a vision, we have a culture, and we invite volunteers to come and help us build this.
The question is this voluntary service an indicator for a healthy society, in the sense that citizens actively participate and engage for the good of society? Or can it also mean that actually the social state does not fulfill its tasks?
Well, we will not have military service anymore, thus we also will not have civil service anymore, thus thousands of civil servants will be missing. Now the federal government is creating the so-called Federal Voluntary Service, hoping that enough people will do the job without being obliged to.
And the last question, how do you create communications between volunteer and the community?
And then that developed into a wider talk about institutionalization of volunteering, whether that was a good thing or a bad thing.
We've spoken a lot about motivation, and we decided that that would be a really good workshop to do. How we go about motivating people and the sort of energizers. And so we'll give people like these little sheets of what they'll have, and these are their ingredients, and then they have to come up with a menu or a dish, which is essentially a project that they have to present to the team. That would be a good way for people to be creative and think about how they use the resources available to them to come up with new projects.
And I'm looking forward to our next meeting. Ciao.